morning, everybody. Bonjour à tous. Buenos dias a todos. My name is Michel Saint-Amour, directly from good old Montreal. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Insum. Thank you all for joining us this morning. So that you know, we so wanted to announce this great news last week, but we're sworn to secrecy about this new addition to our team. This morning, we really are excited to share this news with you, our friends and colleagues in the Apex community. We hope you'll join us in welcoming our new team member. I will now invite our co-founder and CTO, Francis Mignot, to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. Well, we're very excited today for this big announcement. And as you've seen on Twitter and Facebook last week, people were guessing and wondering what it was, where it could be. So we asked some Insum team members to introduce him and introduce our newcomer. And Sylvain Martel did a video for that. And well, just not only my name and Michel's name are hard to pronounce, let me just say that. So let's watch the video. Michel, can you?
Steven Feuerestein? Feuerstein. So?
Steven Feuerstein. Steven Feuerstein. Oh, Steven.
Steven Feuerestein. Steven Feuerstein. Feuerstein. Steven.
Feuerstein. Stein.
Tu l'avais prêt, je pense.
Feuerstein.
Feuerstein.
T'es proche.
Steven, sorry. C'était Steven. Steven Feuerstein.
C'est la fin qui est pas bonne.
Ah oui? Feuerstein. Okay, Feuerstein.
Cool.
Steven Feuerstein.
Deuxième essai.
Steven Stein.
Je vais t'aider. Steven Feuerstein.
Steven Feuerstein.
Steven Feuerstein.
You're just too good.
Is that it? I've never known how to say it.
Hi, I'm Steven Feuerstein. I'm a developer advocate.
That was good.
That was fun.
I mean, hopefully someone had it right?
Yeah, well, I had it right at the end there. I think there were some other close ones, but it's Feuerstein. If you were German, it should be Feuerstein. But you know, I'm American, so we had it changed coming into the country. So Feuerstein, yes, Steven Feuerstein, and thank you for welcoming me to the Insum family. That was it.
It's a real pleasure to have you on board. Thank you very much for joining the team.
Welcome to the team, Steven. Really.
Thank you very much. So I'll say a few words about why I joined Insum. So as some of you know, I left Oracle. My last day at Oracle was on Friday, the 31st of February. Now I'm joining Insum. And there were really just a few main reasons that I did it. I've been asked over the years why I would take a different job. So I worked for Oracle, then I worked for a local consultancy in Chicago, joined Quest and then Dell. And throughout all those years, the main motivator for me, besides, you know, getting paid well and being treated well by my company, is how do I best help the PL/SQL community, the Oracle database developer community that I've been a part of for so long. And so in the last iteration, joining Oracle, I wanted to work on basically having a home base from which I could do a lot of videos and advocacy and so on, and built a developer advocates team. Went very well, and there are still Chris and Connor busily doing that. But what I decided to do in this latest pivot is a couple of things. One is, you know, I was doing that job for 7 years, and that's a long time for me, actually. It's one of the longest engagements in a single job that I've had for a while. So, you know, it gets kind of boring. No, boring's too strong a word. But still, it's always nice to change things up. And so and the other thing is that I have long believed, and it's been more and more clear, and I believe it more and more emphatically, that Application Express is the future of Oracle Database and the future of PL SQL. Really, the future of Oracle, I think, is largely contained within the amazing tool that is Apex. And I won't go into all the history of it. We'll have opportunities to enjoy that and explore it and celebrate it later. But to me right now, what I really want to do is support the Apex community. And Insum is one of the best ways to support the Apex community because they're one of the largest consultancies. They're very engaged in the community beyond that. And also for me, so that's the focus on Apex, but also the pivot to more of an internal focus. So I'm not going to be doing general developer advocacy anymore. You'll still see me out there, honestly. Anything I can do to avoid social media, I'm so happy to do. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of inwardly focusing on both helping the Insum team get better at Oracle database development, but also work with their customers. So hopefully with a more tighter focus, not so much publicly, but sort of privately, I'll continue to have an impact in the community. And so Insum was just a really great place for me to go because of that. The second big reason has to do with values. I really like to work for companies that believe in the same values that I believe in. And I got to tell you that I am so grateful to Michelle and Francis for the last couple of years. I mean, I've known them for more than that. But a couple of years ago, Vincent Morneau, a consultant at Insum, and I decided to co-found an effort to build an app to help people heal the planet and have a bigger impact around climate change and extinctions. And we've been working hard with a bunch of people for 2 years on that. And Michelle and Francis have been instrumental in providing resources to us to make that happen. Now, we're going to be announcing the app, which is actually out in production, but we'll start promoting it and encouraging people to use it in a week or so. But I just want to thank both of you for that support. And to me, it made it a no-brainer. I mean, I'm not only coming to a consultancy that is doing great work for the customers, great work for the Apex community, great work for Oracle Database, but really committed to the same values around saving our planet, making the planet better, not only for humans, but non-humans too. So thank you guys very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for the good words. It's really great to have you on board.
And it's part of our values, like you said. So we're very glad that we can help with that. And that being said, I think we have Vincent. We can bring Vincent in. Hey, Vincent.
Hey, Francis. Hey, Michelle. And Steven. Steven, welcome to Insum. But as many people may know, Steven and I have been working together for years now. So I know for a fact that whenever you're passionate about something, you leave a very positive footprint to your projects and everything you work on. So I'm really happy that you're joining us, and I wish you a lot of success into Insum as well.
Thank you very much.
Adrian.
Hey, Steven. It's good to have you in the same team again. I just wanted to say that I got this from you about almost 6 years ago. I haven't read it end to end yet. I'm just glad I don't have to.
That's right.
So welcome, and yeah, it's good to have you on board.
Thanks, Adrian. And Adrian said to be on the team again because Adrian was very early involved in Fabi, or the Every app that we're about to release. Had a big impact. Thank you.
Hey, Steven.
The man who butchered my first name as well as my last name.
Well, I will say I actually I know how to say your name. I've been giving lessons on it for weeks. And I will add that I'm really glad to have somebody else join the team that nobody will be able to spell their last name. So that you can join me in that. But the other thing, Steven, is I have felt like you were a colleague of mine since before I started at Oracle, and you had already left Oracle. I was at Oracle for 10 years. And then, I felt this way probably before we even met, that we were colleagues. And then you joined Oracle after I left Oracle, or rejoined Oracle. So I'm really excited to be officially, formally colleagues at this point, despite having had literally decades of feeling that
colleagueness.
Yeah.
Now we do real colleagueness. Excellent.
Right. Yeah. Excellent. So welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Hey, Monty.
Hey, Steven. Welcome. This is a big deal, and it's a big deal for me personally. Early in our careers, all of our careers, there's a couple resources that we utilized constantly, day in and day out. And one of them obviously was AskTOM, and the other one was referencing your books. And as far as I'm concerned, I've said it before, you belong on Oracle's Mount Rushmore, and I really mean that. But it's going to work out well. It's going to be mutually beneficial, because there's a saying that iron sharpens iron, and I think that's going to work here. I mean, you're going to help a great team get even better, and I know that you'll grow from this experience as well. It's a fantastic team. It's a fantastic culture. I've called you a friend for many, many, many years. You've been my mentor, and I'm very, very excited to now be able to call you a colleague. Welcome aboard, buddy.
I still remember riding in a bus at one of the K-Scope events, I think in Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. I remember that conversation.
We're out at the nature preserve, destroying our hands with Himalayan blackberry thorns.
Yeah,
you were telling me that you needed to change, and you were thinking about a new job, and I think Insum is where you went right after that.
Yeah, it was days after that conversation that you and I had, but I remember that conversation very well, very well.
My turn.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven. So I've had the privilege of working with you on Every for the past 18 months or so. I've really enjoyed getting to know you. I'm grateful that my colleagues now at Insum, as well as our clients, will now get to benefit from your experience, your insight, and your guidance. I know a lot of people were also expressing concern about you maybe disappearing from the community. Like you said, I wanted to reassure everybody that all our plans and ideas definitely include a lot of continued involvement in the Apex community that we love. And as you can imagine, you are likely to be a key player in what Anton likes to call the Insum cinematic universe. So, Steven, I really hope we've made you feel welcome today. As you can see, we're all really thrilled to have you on board. I wanted to thank everybody, all of you, for joining today. Hope we've made you feel special, Steven, and want to wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you for joining, and look forward to seeing you
too. Thank you. We all feel
everyone.
So I think it's more like Feuerstein.
For I don't know. It's so hard for me.
It's hard for everybody.
Feuerstein?
That's it. You got it.
Feuerstein. I had to type it out to try and read it.